My name is Matthew, and this is what a survivor looks like. I was a survivor of a sexual assault. It was with someone that I knew off of an internet site. We met through there, went on a date, had a few drinks, and next thing I knew, I was being raped by this guy who I just met for the first time, first date, and I didn't want it, I didn't enjoy it, and here I am now trying to get help for what had happened to me. The next day was I was really shooken up. It was traumatic. I told a couple of my close friends from school who had to come and I told them because they actually had to come and pick me up because, I was stuck at this guy's house. He drove, so he didn't want to take me home. I felt trapped. A sense of I was stuck there and I just wanted to get out because I felt all these horrible emotions and just it wasn't right and I needed to get away from there and just clear my mind. Once I finally got over the fear stage of it, then I had the emotion of blame and self-guilt really started to play big. I mean, prior feelings such as depression and even eating disorders that I had in high school really resurfaced because I thought, being raped by someone that I just met for the first time off a dating site too, that it could have maybe went somewhere and flourished, but instead I was abused. And that's the hardest part, is getting over the fact of beating yourself up over blame. As soon as something like that happens to you, since you felt so vulnerable through the whole situation and even afterwards, you automatically want to blame yourself. Like, how did I get stuck in that position? Why did I let that happen to myself? But you have to take a step back from the situation, take a deep breath, and look at it from a broad perspective and realize that it's not all my fault. I didn't bring this onto myself. It happened, and now instead of blaming myself, I need to think of ways to better myself from it. It's definitely impacted my life with relationships with men, and that's plain simple to the point. Whether it's, friend, relationship, even family, any kind of relationship with men or interaction with men really has a big damper on my life since this has happened, because I feel like I can solely trust people, but there are certain levels that I don't want to cross with trust. And then when men come into play with the whole trust level, it's hard for me to trust them because I feel like if I do trust them, are they going to take advantage of me or hurt me? What I'd like them to know is that no matter, like I said, if you're male or female or child, that any kind of child sexual abuse, any kind of sexual abuse that happens to you is wrong. And if you have doubtful feelings or you think that you're to blame, you're not. It wasn't your fault. It can happen to anyone. And that if you are feeling blameful or upset, any kind of feelings of, sadness, you should seek help. I'm currently seeking help, and it's working wonders for me because it's really opening up my eyes to see that, it wasn't my fault. I should stop blaming myself. Everyone has their bad days. Don't let it control you is really the big message. And if it does, then you need to seek help. And like I said, getting help is the best thing anyone can do for themselves.